Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm going to get started here in just a second. I'm going to give people a chance to connect. If anyone is there right now and wants to give me a quick audio check, you should hear my microphone, but no audio from the actual PS3 just because there's no audio playing right now. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear the audio? Okay, it sounds like it is working. All right, cool. Well, guys, thanks for checking out this stream here. We're going to just be playing around a little bit with the College Revamped, I guess, plugin, or I don't even sure what to actually call it, but mod, I guess, is the best way. And before we get into that, I sent out a tweet earlier today looking to set up a kind of like a more consistent schedule. And what I'm kind of leaning towards, at least according to that tweet earlier today, is looking like people are preferring like a Tuesday, Thursday, or I should say a weekday setup, but I'll probably be doing a Tuesday, Thursday. Today is just kind of playing around with this amazing College Football Revamped mod. And I wanted to spend some time talking about that. This is not going to be a video and like how to install it or anything like that. But if you're looking for that information, I definitely want to start off this stream by just mentioning those guys, and just saying that, you know, if anything from just you want to learn more about it to how to install it, future updates from them, they have a really, really active Discord. I don't know the exact name of it, but if you just looked up College Football Revamped, there's a Discord there, probably linked to their website or whatever. And then once you're in there, you can kind of add yourself to the chat based on your system. So in my case, it was PS3. And then there's just a plethora of information in there, including how to get this all set up, because there's a couple pieces of software that you'll actually need to install to your PS3, such as this hen and what they call Multiman. And so it's not complicated. The whole process, my very first time through, probably took me less than an hour. And then when you get the updates, like this is version 7.1, which was just released a day or two ago, it's really, really simple thing. And what this does, it actually lets me run the game. And that's going to be really loud here. Hold on. So we'll get to that in a second. But it lets me run the game without even the disc in there. Now I have the disc for all legal purposes and explanations here. I'm happy to reveal that to anybody who's curious to see it. But you can definitely see that you can actually run this without the disc. Now, I honestly don't remember if you need the disc to get it set up originally, but nonetheless, I don't even have my disc in here. When I click to that disc icon, you're going to start to see some of what this revamp team did. They've created tons of different graphics for this, whether it's down to things like player equipment, jerseys, logos, in-game images. Even the intro video to this has been updated to the 2020 season. And so you're going to see some really, really cool stuff. And the whole idea of this stream is just to really just show it off for them. I mean, this is a huge community submission here. This is a huge contribution to the community, and I think it's definitely worth showcasing. So I'm really excited to do that. I will be starting a Dynasty, and I'll be talking a little bit about that. I don't really think we'll probably get into that today. This is more just kind of showing off the mod, but I will just throw a plug out there that if you're looking to follow kind of a Dynasty report streaming series, I'll be getting that going. And I see in the chat asking about the T-Wolves. Yeah, I need to get back to that. That's also on my list to try and even get to today, truthfully, guys. I decided to kind of wait till the updated rosters were out for the start of the season. Of course, those are there now. The game's had some patches. I just need to get the motivation to get back into it. And, you know, I don't know, with football, there's football playoffs, and the college football playoffs just kind of got me in the football mood for now. And, you know, unfortunately, I don't have an infinite amount of time to do all of these things. So what was their link? Dream Shredder is asking, I'm guessing you're thinking for the College Revamped. I don't know. It's something like that, though. It's like collegerevamped.com, or if you just Google search College Revamp, College Football Revamped, it's going to come up. There's a Twitter for it. But they've done awesome work. So guys, check out. So first I can tell you, though, I kind of mentioned this in their chat, and hopefully I'm helping them by doing this, but their intro video, the audio is really loud. So I'm not going to try to talk over it. When we get into the game, you'll hear the regular game music and things like that. And I don't think it'll be too loud for you guys. It's just for me to like balance the two. When I streamed here, I was testing this out earlier. their video is just kind of, it probably just needs to be normalized a little bit because it's super loud. So when I click down to that disc, I'll let it play just to kind of show you guys, and then I'll click into it. That'll load the game, and then you'll see their new intro video. And again, that's also really loud. Once that plays, though, then I'll get back to commentary and take any questions you guys have. So we can look at just about anything you guys want. Gameplay, the visuals, they've loaded in. I mean, they got stadium updates in here. Guys, it's seriously crazy, and they're still working on it. You know, I know later this month they're supposed to release the Big Ten jersey updates and so on, and I'm super pumped for that. But guys, there's updated rosters that are a part of this. I mean, this is just, it's phenomenal. So anyway, check out the, they even made a brand new splash screen here, and again, it will be a little bit loud. So you can check that out. And again, I'm not going to try to talk over this because it's pretty loud. But we will click into it here in just a second. So again, that's just their little splash screen update. Super, super cool. Let's go ahead and click into the game though. And then it'll play their little intro video. So pretty impressive work. And there, of course, you can see the credits. Really, really nice credit screen. Brand new splash screen there, super cool. And now it's going to start loading up the regular game music. But you can see, I mean, you'll see the buttons have been updated, the font has been updated. It looks like a new game. You know, of course, they can't do, 10 years worth of graphic updates or anything like that. But I mean, there's a lot here that's really cool. So as I enter into the kind of home menu here, and guys, this is NCAA 14, right? This isn't like a new game or anything. This is just with that mod, which is completely free. But you can see they have icons updated. I've actually gone through even in my own Dynasty and have updated the year of the Dynasty. If you were to start a new Dynasty, let me just load you that and I'll show you. And you'll get a little spoiler of the team I'm thinking of using. But we're going to be going with the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners here. But I was able to, so if you create a Dynasty, it's still going to show the year 2013. But I was able to go into the actual editor. I loaded in my save file into the editor. And you guys will like this. Check out the year, right? 2020. And so that's in there. If you were to go look at my roster, you're going to see kind of the same thing here. So as I look at the player card, you're going to see there, it's the year 2020, right? So, I mean, just crazy awesome, right? And of course, this is updated rosters, right? So if I go to Alabama, you're going to see Mac Jones as a junior, right? 2020. So, I mean, this is, guys, this is like having a new game. You got to put a little time and effort into doing it, and it's not terribly difficult. Again, and the Revamp guys have really nice video guides. There was a video guide I followed right off of their Discord. It's a YouTube video. Walked me right through it. I just kind of paused through it, and again, I think the entire process was like 40 minutes or so. And a lot of that's just the time in like downloading the file and installing the file, because there's like 2-3 gig files you have to install, and a lot of it was just kind of waiting around. So it really was not difficult at all. But you can see, inside of here, I mean, there's just, they've updated the menus and everything. I mean, it's just the font's different. I mean, just really, really cool stuff. Trying to show you guys just a couple other things here inside of the Dynasty area. But of course, it's got all the coaches. If I go into job security, you're going to see a lot of familiar names here if we sort. So you'll notice at the top, like some of that font's not lining up right, where it says Skip Holtz, like it's kind of over top of the HC. But again, I mean, there's very, very rare little things like that. Oops, we're looking at Conference USA, so let's just go to all. You'll recognize these names a little bit more. So you got Chip Kelly, So yeah, I mean, just a lot of really, really cool stuff. Of course, Nick Saban. The records have been updated within this. Mark, it won't work on PS5, so this is a PS3. You know, if they ever updated, I imagine they'd have to like update the actual the apps that you use for this. So again, there's that the Multiman is one of the installs you'll need to do just in the original install. I updated this from 7.0 to 7.1 today, and it's super easy. You just download the new files and install them. But the original time, you have to install a couple plugins. One's called Hen, and one's called Multiman. And those are just little plugins or apps. I'm not even sure what they're even called, but that just kind of allows the system to kind of read graphics off of their install, right? So that's where a lot of this stuff's kind of being loaded from. But I mean, you'll see, like, I'm trying to remember some of the teams with updated logos. But I sent my buddy a photo today. He's a big Michigan fan. Let me back out of franchise here. So, but like I was just going into Play Now to kind of mess around, and so you can see the Michigan logo's updated. And then I just jumped into here, and I'm like, oh my God, they even like updated this stuff. You know, there's Jim Harbaugh. So I mean, they got like, I mean, how cool is that? And I'm guessing they did that for a lot of teams, if not all teams. I'm not sure. I haven't checked like some of the lower ranked teams. But yeah, Mark, I mean, getting a PS3 is gonna be easy. Getting this game can be a little bit tricky. But again, I'm not positive you need it. I mean, again, legally speaking, make sure you have the game legally is all I can tell you. But I'm not running the disc right now. I have the disc, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, but their little setup kind of allows me just to load the game. There's no disc even in my PS3 right now. And I don't have a digital version or anything like that. So, I mean, this is, let me load back into here, because I mean, this is just really cool. So like they have, they have not done the Big Ten uniforms, I don't think. Yeah, those don't look updated, right? Because they have like the Nike, yeah, so those aren't updated. But they've done a handful of different conferences. So let's just jump forward. Like they've done the ACC and they've done the SEC, I believe are the two. So like if we just click through some of, and you'll see all these teams, like I mean, Appalachian State's in here. They got a ton of like different teams. There's a few teams that are missing because I mean the database only supports so many teams. Let's see who's a team that's got some updated uniforms here. New Army logo. Look how sharp those look. Let's see if Auburn's got an updated uniform. So you guys would have to tell me. I don't, but they're Under Armour uniforms. I'm not sure if those are new or not. Here's the away. Some of you SEC fans will have to kind of tell me if we're seeing some cool stuff here. And some of these schools obviously have traditional uniforms. They're not going through like complete revamps. I'm not sure. So Baylor's got Nike. I don't know if those are new or not. This looks like Oregon uniforms. But I don't think they've done the Big 12 yet. I know they've done the ACC. Why are their uniforms? They kind of look like Burger King or something, right? It looks like a fast food restaurant. No offense to Boston College fans. But again, you can see, I saw they updated like BYU Stadium, so I don't know if they did the uniforms too. I'm not a uniform aficionado. I'm more of a slider guy. Most of you probably know. So I'm not, like, those look definitely old because they got the ugly little streaks and stuff all over them. But again, they haven't done the Pac-12 yet. So, but look, you got Charlotte, right? Charlotte's in the game. Okay, so they did do the academies. Okay, thanks, Waffle. So let's go look at Army's uniforms then. Those are probably sweet looking. Because yeah, they definitely did the logo. That's awesome. I love these uniforms. I love traditional uniforms. Like, they're just, like, I don't like all the flashy updates. And I mean, just give me like an old school uniform. Look at this. This is awesome. Just like a plain helmet, like the Penn State helmet or something. It's just so great looking. Let's see if Arkansas was updated. But the beauty is, like, you can start a Dynasty, and like when they release, like, you know, version 8.0 or whatever, and it's got the Big Ten done, it's not going to interfere with anything other than you're going to have prettier looking Big Ten uniforms. So you can go in and you know, go ahead and just update that each time they come out with a new update and so on. So really, really cool. Army has 7 uniforms. All right, let's go back and take a look. That's pretty sweet looking. Yeah, they do some amazing stuff. And I don't know, did the previous game, did 14 actually have like the name was just Army on the back? Like I wonder if they have the, you know, they use like, you know, service and commitment, you know, things like that on the back of their jerseys for some of the service academies. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's crazy. All black. Oh, those are cool too. That's a really sweet jersey. Look at that helmet. Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait till they do the Big Ten. Tropic Lightning, this one's cool too. Wow, those are some wild jerseys. I like them though. It's sweet. I loaded into a game earlier. I saw like splash screens they had. Yeah, see, I don't think they've done the Pac-12, but they have like new splash screens. They had like the Arizona State quarterback and Appalachian State. Kind of looks like Army. So cool. So Alabama, again, a traditional uniform, but let's see if there's anything new to it here. I'm not sure if they had Nike in the old game or not, but traditional uniforms there, not a whole lot to see. Let's see if they did Air Force. I don't know if those are new or not. I guess so. They have the flag on the arm. I don't know if that was ever in the game. Oh yeah, because they got like these in here now. Stealth. Those are cool. Yeah, very cool. Oh, I can't wait till they do the Big Ten though. And even like the smaller conferences, it'll be awesome. So let me let's jump in, and it really doesn't matter. Oh, I should check out the uniforms I'm going to be using. This is the team I think I'm going with in Dynasty. I know everybody loves the 1-star rebuild, so I figured, all right, let's do it. The 1-star UTSA. But this is who I'm going to be rolling with in my Dynasty series. Probably start streaming on Tuesday. And I got some pretty fun house rules. If you ever want to check those out, just Google search NCAA house rules. It's like the first story that pops up on Google. But I don't do any kind of scouting. I mean, I recruit the players, but I don't scout them ahead of time. I don't scout them until they're actually on campus. So it's a pretty fun challenge and full of surprises. So there's a way. I like their uniforms. Kind of Denver Bronco looking. Yeah, these aren't bad. Virginia, they kind of look like. Yeah, those are nice. I'm good at those. Could be a lot worse. But check out these stadiums. So let's go and did they do USC? Doesn't look like it. All right, so, but if we advance, you can see some of the stadium work they've done, at least from a distance. And it's pretty easy to tell which stadiums they've done because the art will be totally different. So they have all these side angles on the original ones, right? The stadiums that they've updated, you can see have like this vertical look. And so, you know, you can see this stadium's been updated. These are still original. Troy has been updated. Texas Tech, Texas State, Texas A&M, Texas. And some of these guys, like, we're not just talking like the art on the field. They've done like stadium edits. So like there's like new sections that are there. I'm assuming, because it's pretty easy to update in the editor, I'm assuming they've even like updated like attendance numbers and things like that, but I'm not positive. But they've also loaded in, like if I go this way, you'll see bowl games. They've edited just about every bowl game, I think. So let's get to the end here. I guess I can page. So these are still okay. So like they've updated the which bowl is this? I don't even know what this is. Legend Field. The Cheez-It Bowl. The Citrus Bowl has been updated. Duke's Mayo Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl. So they've updated the names of some of these even, right? First Responder Bowl. The Gator Bowl. It's been updated. So I mean, this is just pretty awesome, right? Lending Tree Bowl. Military Bowl, Music City Bowl. The national championship game has been updated. I saw that's over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So, college football national championship, ACC championship, Big 12 championship. This is, I'm assuming, what it looks like when there's not an image attached to it, but this is Allegiant Stadium. So this is kind of like the Pac-12 champion. Yeah, there it is, says it right there, the Pac-12 championship game. But yeah, just super cool. Do you guys want to see gameplay? Kind of see some of this graphics and whatnot? We can kind of back up and grab some teams. Again, we've updated rosters, so if you have, I guess I would probably request a team from the SEC or ACC so we can see the uniforms in action, but otherwise I don't care. I'll play with whatever. And I'm on Heisman using JKit sliders, by the way, if anyone wants to check those out. They're a bear. They're quite the challenge, but I love them. They're a lot of fun. So I'll pause for a second to see if chat has any recommendations on teams. I'm just going through random here. Notre Dame, I can do, yeah, we can at least look at them. I don't know if they've been updated. They're kind of an odd team, right? Because they're not in a conference, so, you know, they might have gotten an update. I mean, they're obviously a very popular team. But yeah, I'd be happy to, I love Notre Dame. I love, that's one of the stadiums I've actually seen in person. I went to a Notre Dame game one time. It was awesome. Really, really fun. So let's look at their uniforms. Ryan, you can tell me if these are, updated at all. The colors look like they might be. Under Armour, I feel like those are a little bit more vibrant colors than default, so maybe Notre Dame was updated. Those look new to me. Missouri works. Yeah, Missouri works, Mark, for sure. I'm trying to get confirmation here from any of our Notre Dame fans if this is been updated. Oh yeah, it's gotta be. They didn't have this jersey in there, right? Pinstripes? What? Those are ridiculous. Those are so ugly. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Yeah, dang, it looks like Notre Dame got updated. That's awesome. We gotta play at Notre Dame. All right, I'll do that for Ryan. Ryan's a loyal follower here. Active member on Sim Sports Gaming. We want Missouri. I'm cool with that. Let's see here. How do I... Can't you like go letter by letter or something? I don't know. I'm not that far away. Missouri. Where you at? Let's take a look at Missouri's uniforms here. I can't tell, Mark, if those are updated or not. I mean, they must be because it has the SEC logo on it. And these guys weren't in the SEC for NCAA 14, were they? That's the only jersey. It's not letting me select any other jersey, by the way. But those look good. Oh, the Yankee Stadium game. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense then. those are absurd looking, though. But that's cool. They're creative. I like it. We're just going to go at default. I guess they run an air raid 335. The 335 gives me like anxiety as a Lions fan watching Matt Patricia's trash the last few years. I'm sure it's probably a great defense. I mean, Notre Dame had a great year. But oh my God, I literally see the 335 and I cringe. But yeah, actually, I won tickets to a Notre Dame game back when I lived in Michigan. There was like the local sports radio thing was doing one of those. They had like some tournament at like a Buffalo Wild Wings, and it was one of those electric football games. And you just had to set yourself. You could set up your offense however you want. You had like one play, and it's whoever got the most yardage. And I had never touched one of these things in my life. And I was asking all like these weird rules. And long story short, they're like, yeah, no, as long as you have 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. And I just kind of created like a circle around my quarterback. It was like the most ridiculous formation, and they turned it on, and my guy just bolted into the end zone for like a 60-yard touchdown, and I won. And at the time, it was hilarious because first place prize was a Mike McMahon jersey. And I'm like, Mike McMahon. Like he was already kind of on the outs because they had drafted Joey Harrington, and it was like autographed or something. And the guy who got second place like loved Mike McMahon, and so he won 2 Notre Dame football tickets when they played Stanford. And this is the year like Tyrone Willingham came back, or I guess played against Stanford after he got hired. Anyway, long story short, I went to the guy who like won the tickets, and I'm like, he's like, man, I'm so jealous your jersey. I'm like, do you want to trade? Because I'm like, I don't want a Mike McMahon trash autographed jersey. And we made the switch, and then my buddy and I drove out to Notre Dame, and yeah, it was awesome. It was just a really, really cool experience. So, and I think Notre Dame won that game, I'm pretty sure. So, all right, Notre Dame Stadium, let's take a look. If that's even what it's called, I'm not sure. That looks updated. I don't think that was like a bright sign before. Okay, so Notre Dame doesn't play a 3-3-5. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why that was defaulted like that. Maybe that's the default from like NCAA 14 or something.
In the shadows of the Golden Dome, it's Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. And now it's time for the coin toss.
Yeah, it's fun. We sat in one of the corners. I can't remember where.
Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy.
Touchdown Jesus was to my right and like in front of me. So I was in that corner over there, whatever that was. I think we were right across from the student section. 'Cause I remember watching them all do like their push-ups and stuff, and like on the crowd. There's touchdown Jesus. So these sliders are a bear, right? So let's understand that. And I'm used to Madden on broadcast camera. The only bummer of this game, I wish they could patch this in, is you can't play in broadcast camera. All right, Missouri at Notre Dame.
The quarterback brings his troops out onto the field for the first drive of the game.
Nothing about Notre Dame, guys. Just heads up. I'll do my best. Oof, good blocks.
They'll bring him down at the 36. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to
look at this. All the menus have been updated.
From their own 36-yard line. First down. Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
It's a great play by the defense, but it really makes you wonder, was there a miscommunication up front?
The uniforms look nice.
They just seemed to allow the defensive line to get through, and the running back didn't have much of a chance at all.
So this is making me want to repick my team. Like, do I go like a 1-star? I know people love watching rebuilds. Or do I go with the team that's already got a new uniform? Knowing that eventually all the teams will have new uniforms. Probably by the start of next season, maybe? I don't know. They're not an easy undertaking, I'm sure. Ooh, here we go.
Taken down right around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, now the roster was a separate download, just to clarify. Like, that doesn't come in the install, but I mean, they have it on the same page. So you just download that, you load it up. That was the easiest part. Ooh, running. Oh my gosh. And I missed him.
He's tackled around the 49-yard line.
That was like a Lions defensive play right there.
For the first down like this. It makes an offense so
yeah, Waffle, I get it. Like, the 1-stars aren't fun. See, I like middle of the road. I find that harder. I mean, I guess in college football it's not, because obviously building up from a 1-star, but like in the NFL, like picking a rebuild to me isn't that challenging. Like, you know, you need to get your franchise quarterback and you're only building up. Like, I like to pick a team where it's like, you know, like the Giants. They already have Daniel Jones. Like, what do? Woo, there we go. So I like those middle of the road teams. Even the Lions, well, the Lions are more of a rebuild right now, but they have Stafford, right? So I mean, like, what do you do with that? I like a team where you have to like make a key decision.
He came up with a fantastic interception there.
Well, you know, the quarterback,
but dang, like playing with Notre Dame.
He just made the wrong read.
But I always just find it corny because it's like, why the hell would Notre Dame hire me to be their coach, right? Like, we have this inexperienced guy who streams video games. He's our new head coach. Could you imagine? Like, Ryan would be excited. But even Ryan didn't want me fired after like 2 weeks.
From their own 37-yard line. It's first down.
All right, you got to bear with me here. I'm used to my Madden buttons. And like I said, passing is really hard in the beginning because accuracy is at 5 and we're on Heisman. Oh, God. And I'm already holding X for, like, possession catch. I'm so Maddenized right now. Yeah, well, I don't like the coordinator stuff. I'm not a big fan of the coordinator. I've never actually tried it. It just doesn't... And I'm just kind of going pass happy here, guys. Sorry, it's just more fun.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
I just don't love the coordinator approach. And maybe I just need to give it a whirl, but... There we go. This game's so cool.
They get a good 7 yards on that one.
Hey, they picked up a nice
It's just nice to hear like a
yards on that
crowd
play.
cheering. Like we've been watching sports for so long with no crowd. By the way, how's my mic sound? I grabbed a lavalier microphone. Literally just like pinned to my shirt right now. But I'm hoping it sounds okay. I was messing with audio adjustments earlier. And I'm so used to just watching Stafford out of the shotgun. This is kind of what I do. I don't even know if Book can run. I know he's a good quarterback. I haven't watched much college football this year. There we go.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Okay, cool. Now let's see if we can get something here. You got to kind of start with some... Got to build up a little confidence with your quarterback. Just can't start throwing downfield too early. So it's a blitz here. I'm going to block him in. Try to hit O here if they bring that blitz. They do. And there it is.
Passes it to the middle of the field. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line.
The middle linebacker came on a blitz, which can be very disruptive. Sometimes
so you guys really like that coordinator approach. Like I worry about like the stats and stuff because like don't you simulate the other side of the ball? And I don't trust these games, especially like the in-game simulators. That's why I haven't done it. I just don't trust it.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Might be another middle blitz here, but we might be able to get around it. Yeah.
Tackle right around the 34.
I still have my old Temple one I was doing too, where I actually took the job at Kentucky after 2 seasons. But that was starting with the 14 rosters, down as a 2nd and 8. Ooh, just got hit as I threw there.
The defense has to be very frustrated there. They did everything. They got to the quarterback. In fact, it looked like they had a chance to bring him down for the sack.
Yeah,
he was able to throw
I guess, I don't know. I'm really torn on the coordinator thing. But if you guys want to try to sell me on it, I will listen. I've never tried it. So, I mean, that would be one reason. But maybe I'm too much of a control freak. I just like being able to do my own thing. Oh,
you know, at that
I had
point, I think Brad, the
triangle is wide open.
better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're
That's actually the play. Look at this. For those watching my Madden streams, this is hilarious. This was essentially the route that I can get open every time. That slot receiver there. He's just, well, yeah. Well, that corner would have come over. I guess he wasn't wide open. But I was trying to really zip it in there deep on the left there, the slot receiver. I wish you could take screenshots here.
If you feel
I'll have
like
to take
you're
them
not gonna
later.
be able to make a play and the
4th and
defense
8, we're going to
got
go
you,
for it
just
because
give
we're
up on
just
that play and get ready
effing
for the
around
next
today.
down.
Looks like they're going to go for
And plus, we're at the
that fourth
34.
down.
Actually, not a terrible spot.
Quick throw.
Oh, he threw it so slow.
A pretty makeable field goal attempt, and I think they should have
I gotta
taken
get
the
my
points
adjust.
when they
I'm
had
just
their
used to
chance.
Madden right now. That was an easy completion, and he threw it so slow. Oh well.
They've got to play with some focus
that
and
guy's name.
smarts here. They don't want to make a mistake and suddenly find themselves trailing.
What's going on? Why did it just freeze? Oh, there we go. That was weird.
Gets it out quickly.
The game just completely froze and unfroze.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd down, and they're about the length of the football from the first down marker. Quick strike to the receiver.
Dude, tackle him.
He's at the 40.
Dude, the freezing's getting really bad.
Brought down at the 22-yard line.
And that's not the stream freezing, guys. Like, that's freezing on my end. It's kind of bizarre.
So after the big pass play, we've got a first down. Quick. He's got another one. And they make the stop.
I forget how to lock on in this game. Like Madden, you hold down X. I can't remember what it is.
Hands it off.
Oof. A run.
He's taken down just outside the goal line.
I don't know what's causing this stuttering. Like, it's not a game breaker, but it's definitely not cool.
First down.
We're at the goal
Defense
line.
trying to prevent any more damage. 1st and goal inside the 5.
Sure, I'll try to play some corner here.
Got a man open. Touchdown.
Kiki Chisholm. What a name. Guys, what's the score of the Saints-Bears game? I don't have it on here.
Short pass play for the touchdown.
Nice call down here this close to the goal line. The defense is thinking run, and they pass instead.
Missouri is up by 6. And he tacks on
All
the
right,
extra point.
gotta try to do right by Ryan here.
5-play,
Saints 7, 3
drive.
Bears. All right,
And
the
that's
Bears
good for
3.
a touchdown.
Brett, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow them down.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Man,
Sends it
stadium
sailing
just looks
downfield.
so awesome in this game.
He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 21.
Chris Tyree's pretty fast. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the score updates there. Go Saints.
And
All
while
right,
they are
let's try to get
behind, they
Ryan's
know
team
they
a
can knot
touchdown
things
here.
up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Green 9, blue 4.
Wow,
And they got him
stuck
for
in
a
the mud
loss.
there.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
All right, let's see what we can do.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 2nd down. Going to go across the middle, caught. They'll bring him down at the 35-yard line.
I don't know what's causing this stuttering. It could be like Notre Dame I don't know, because I was playing some games earlier and it didn't happen at all. So like, is it Notre Dame's jerseys, Missouri's jerseys, the stadium, all the above?
And he tackles him hard at the 50-yard line.
McKinley. Has anyone ever seen the movie Wet Hot American Summer? Every time I see McKinley, I want to say McKinley-azoid.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 50. He's got an opening.
Hey, it's not Madden. I can actually run with my quarterback and not fumble. Come on,
They
stop
move the
lagging.
sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Ooh, big blitz. Nope. Hit the wrong button, but it worked out. Actually, it worked out better.
Taken down at the 23-yard line.
What's up, Swaggy? Yeah, it's awesome. Really, really good. Like I said, the only thing I'm seeing a little bit stutter with this game here, but it's not really deal breaker or anything. It's just I'm not sure what's causing it.
From the 23-yard line.
I mean, it could even be the Elgato, like just streaming. I'm not really sure, but.
Gets out to about the 21.
Guys, I'm not sure what team to pick though. I was all set to go UTSA. Starting off small. It's so rewarding, like when you do get an offer, you know, like.
To the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Ryan, exactly. It could be because of the stream, but I don't know. Who knows?
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
I'm just passing nonstop, just playing around. Timing route, beautiful
Quick
play.
throw out to the receiver. He goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Number 3. I know that's an important number for Notre Dame.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he converts the extra point.
Yeah, Waffle, like I said, I'm just playing around. Oh yeah, the fight sounds great.
Notre Dame gets set to kick this one away. Excellent kick.
I think I would stop watching college football if they like collectively got rid of fight songs. Like, no, we're gonna start using like the latest, you know, whatever, Pink single. Like, no. Like, it's every football game's gonna sound like Monday Night Football.
They're ready to start
Like, that's when I'm out.
drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a
I love the
touchdown.
tradition of
Well, I think
college
this
football.
defense has
It's
got to
awesome.
do something because right now the quarterback is in such a good rhythm. But
Oh,
you've got to
come
do
on.
something
That's-
to try to get him
man,
out.
what a block.
I would suggest
55
trying
just
to bring more pressure.
killing me
Trying
on
to
that
come up with
play.
an exotic blitz look, try to get him on his
Delonte, I
heels
probably
as opposed to
prefer.
being
I don't know. I definitely want a guy who can pass. If he can scramble, that's a nice bonus. But definitely a guy who can pass.
First and 10, ball on their own 36.
Plus, in this game, honestly, if you have like a option offense, it's too overpowering. So it's, I don't know. You could win every game if you really wanted to.
He makes it to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, those Notre Dame uniforms look pretty good. I'm just literally calling stuff, guys. I'm not caring too much. I love this guy's name. Awusa Koramoa. Is that how you say it? Akusa Mora Moa. Something
We
like
get a
that.
tie game at 7-7.
I just wish EA Sports would just like reissue this game, you know, like they did with, well, not they did, but you know, you have a lot of these like reissued games, like
Set to resume action here in the second
Demon
quarter,
Souls and
we're
things
dead
like that. Like, just re-release it with the default rosters. But I don't know, I get it. It's probably very legally complicated.
Carries it again, and he's tackled in the backfield.
It's never good for a back's confidence to get tackled for a loss. But this guy knows that he's got to just
I love how
keep
just
at
like
it,
off
and
the
holes
cutscenes
will
are.
start
Like
going
my guy
up.
makes the tackle and just kind of stands there motionless. Then all of a sudden the whole team's jumping around. Probably needed to tighten her up a little.
From their own 35-yard line, it's third down.
Yeah, I tried to reproduce saying his name and failed badly. But
He lets it go. So they couldn't pick up the long yardage, and now they'll have to punt.
On third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
so what do you guys think? Would you guys like watching a Dynasty stream with no scouting? I mean, going hardcore here. By the way, quick other game plug. I've been playing a lot of Campers Crusaders. What am I talking about? Been playing a lot of Crusader Kings,
He makes it to the 32-yard
and
line.
it's awesome. Crusader Kings 3, and this is for somebody who had Crusader Kings 2, couldn't really get into it, just felt overwhelmed, truthfully. But this game's different. Their tutorial's really, really good. So if you're looking
They've
for a
been like
non-sport
couple of
game,
fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it
Crusader
up a little
Kings
bit
3
more
has
now.
been super fun.
Williams.
Man,
on the
he's
run.
super slow
They
on
bring him down in the
those like delay
backfield.
runs.
Loss of 1 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Here, I'll run some options to show you guys here. I mean, it's just too damn easy. There should be stuff in each of these playbooks here. I mean, we ran a couple earlier. I don't know. I don't see one in that one.
From their own 31-yard line. It's second down.
So receivers are going to cross right around the first down marker. Otherwise, you got X coming over if it opens up.
He might not be
Oh,
able to
it
get the
froze
pass
on me.
off.
Yeah,
Throws
that was,
into coverage, just picked off.
it messed up my timing. It froze.
That's a great tackle at the 46. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep. And the safety made him pay for it.
I gotta figure out why
Great job
that's
of watching
happening.
The quarterback's eyes and even a better catch.
Let's just blitz.
First and 10. Ball on the 46.
Oh god, there's some people wide open in this play.
Caught, and he's hit immediately.
Swaggy, yeah, I have one picked already. So I always like to pick a team that actually hired a new coach, but also one that hired one with like no experience, and specifically not even like a coordinator, because to me it's always weird. Like if I were to take over a team where it's like, oh yeah, they got a Notre Dame's coordinator. Okay, well then like that guy just disappears off the face of the earth, and that's always weird to me.
Falls incomplete.
So I try to take guys who are like, oh, he was the offensive line coach for Notre Dame, or he came from the NFL, because like they don't disappear out of the game that way. And again, maybe that's just too silly for some people, but it just bugs me. Because like some of these teams would have hired like a really hot and up and coming coach, and if I take that person's job, like where did they go? Did they get suspended or something? You know, that'd be the only like logical thing. So anyway, I came down to UTSA, or Arkansas was another team that actually kind of fit my little mold. So again, a team that actually hired a new coach, but one without directly the previous season, as in the 19 season, wasn't a head coach at Division I, and wasn't a coordinator at Division I. So like they might have been a coach at Division II, or they came from the NFL or something like that. And again, still ridiculous, because why would they hire me? But I try to just create a little bit of realism with that. So yeah, and it's a 1-star. I know people love watching kind of the 1-star rebuild, but I just get bored playing in like some of the small conferences and stadiums. Like I like stuff like this, you know. So anyway, we're gonna keep passing because that's what we do here. Oh, this lag.
And he's hit before
It's
he
not
can
even
go
lag.
anywhere.
I mean, it's just straight up freezing. It's not lag. Like, it's not like the stream's freezing. I mean, the game is freezing. Let's see if we can hit something deep here.
Second down and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Oh,
Dangerous throw.
man.
This one's picked off.
These are unforgiving.
Tackle made right around the 32-yard line. Big play there by the defense. That's their second pick of the half.
Yeah, this offense has to stop making mistakes.
Shirtless stream, what are you talking about?
These turnovers are putting pressure on their defense to make stops, and it's hard to win when you're always giving the ball away.
I have a camera I could set up for this. I just figured
From the
nobody cares to see
32-yard
me
line,
playing video
it's
games.
first down.
Pick it. Oh.
Intercept. No, he dropped it.
The quarterback threw it right into the hands of the safety. I can't believe he dropped it.
I'm literally just picking plays. We're gonna have to go prevent here. Why not? Right, maybe not.
He gets hit out of bounds at the 19.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. First down.
I haven't actually played Madden since they updated it. I haven't played it since my last stream. It's just getting so repetitive. I feel like every single game I play is the same.
Ball on the 19.
So I don't know. I just don't have a ton of time right now. And I've been playing that Crusader Kings a lot. And I do have time.
It could have been an even bigger loss.
Well, probably play till halftime here and see if you guys have other requests and whatnot. But again, really just trying to gauge if there's going to be some interest in a Dynasty stream. I don't think I'm going to do coach. I'll probably play it.
They keep it on the ground with a tailback. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play.
And follow most of my house rules there. No scouting of recruits, things like that. Just torn on the team.
It's third down.
Because we wouldn't be at UTSA forever, most likely.
He gets
Covered
sacked on the
sack.
play. Missouri is looking to go up by 3.
Oops.
He gets it up, and it's long enough. And it's good. We got a flag down on the field. Might have been offsides.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, he got some
There's a
good
guy
legs
streaming
behind
Madden
it, and he kicked an
shirtless.
accurate
Weird.
ball right between the goalposts.
10-7, Missouri. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20.
Ooh, look at that block.
Across the
Oh,
line. Brought
damn,
down
I should have
to
just
33-yard
jumped.
line.
I was trying to find myself on the Jumbotron instead.
All over the country, people want to talk about offense. Oh, the spread or the pistol. Hurry up, tempo offense and points. It's nice to watch a team that
Literally calling like mutt plays. I'm just
when it's all said and done,
throwing it deep every play.
teams
We're just
advance
playing
to
around
get to the
here.
important bowl
I don't feel like
games
thinking
well
right
in the
now.
postseason, but teams that have this kind of defense.
Throw it. Gosh, this lag is really tough.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
Might have to do
Pretty
coach
nice
mode.
pickup here. These guys are getting very tight on their timing.
Yeah, let's try a screen. See
From
if it's
their own
open.
37-yard line. Second down.
Swaggy, no, it's on Sim Sports Gaming, but if you just search like NCAA 14 house rules, it's like the first article. It's like the recommended article or something. Uh-oh, that didn't work out. How do I throw it out of bounds? Good guess.
And he throws it away.
Ooh, we get a roughing the
There's a
passer?
flag down, and the quarterback doesn't look too happy.
Intentional grounding.
How? I was way outside the pocket on that.
Sometimes intentional grounding is not easily called, but in this case,
That's
that flag
ridiculous.
came out pretty fast.
This game's broken.
So with the penalty, they've got 3rd and a mile.
Stream's been canceled. Ooh, we're gonna have somebody open on the left for sure. So you can actually just stay and block, because someone will definitely be open over there. Ah, he didn't get
Throws to
open
the
though.
middle.
Yes, he did. Woo.
Nice looking play
Oh,
that
man.
time.
Well, the
I needed that to
defense
work
was
out.
blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback.
Just
to
lobbed
find
it up
the
there.
receiver.
Nice play. Nice catch. He got hung up there forever. He just had a step, and I just figured let's give it a shot. Keeps the drive alive. All right, guys, let's try something different. Let's pass.
From their own 49-yard line. First down.
Ah.
Fakes to the back.
Oh, come on.
And
Throw it
he's
out of
sacked.
bounds.
Boy, Brad, that was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
No safety help. This might be the exact same thing as last time. Yep.
He's looking for his man. Tackle at the 29-yard line.
Man, that was an impressive-looking play. When you can slice apart a defense like that, it puts a seed of doubt in their minds.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. Got some open field. Gains his way to the 13-yard line.
That's another first down, Brad. And right now, you can just really feel and sense the rhythm.
You know, it'd be fun to take a team in the Big Ten, right? And just try to
pick up first downs, just
try to
pushing
catch
this
up
defense
with
further and further down
Ohio State, who's just
into
in
their
a
own territory.
class by themselves in that conference right now.
From the 13-yard line. First down.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is lagging. Come on. We're doing this. Yeah, Swaggy, let me know how you like the suggestions in there.
And once again, he finds the end zone. That's his
The whole
second
idea with
rushing
mine is just,
touchdown
I just
of
try
the
not to give myself
This guy has great
unfair
vision
advantages
from
over the
backfield.
AI.
Even if a hole isn't there, he's patient enough.
And like, I don't know, I have no idea if the
he
AI like fully scouts players where they know like, oh, this guy's a bust. Whereas like, we would of course stop, we wouldn't recruit that guy, but those guys happen all the time. Like I remember, I mean, think how many just 3-star players have come out and just been awesome and made it to the NFL, and you know, they just develop a little bit later. Michigan State, yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know if I could stomach being Michigan State. I hate Michigan State so much.
The kicker
Can't
looks like
stand
he's
it.
ready to kick this one off.
Sorry, Michigan State fans. You're just really obnoxious.
He just drills this one.
I'm not even, and like I'm like a casual Michigan fan. Like all my buddies are Michigan fans,
Tackled at the 21-yard line.
but I didn't go to school at Michigan. So like to me, I can't buy in completely. I get it. Most people can and they should. Totally. Like I didn't play for the Detroit Lions either, and I
In a
still
game
buy
that's
into
this
them,
close,
right?
you can't afford
But
to waste
I
possession.
don't know. I just can't get all crazy about them. But I do root for them because I love traditional programs, and Michigan's one of the
Throws in the middle.
most traditional
They'll bring it
programs.
down
And
at the 33.
but I also love the Big Ten, and like I will root for Michigan State when they play other conferences and things like that. But they're just, I don't mean to single anybody out by any means, but just
From
collectively
their
their
own
fan base,
33-yard line. It's first down.
they're just really insecure. I'm surprised they got rid of what's his face. I'm totally drawing a blank on their coach they just fired. Totally forgetting and picture exactly what he looks like, but anyway, yeah, I was surprised. I thought he did a great job with them. I know it's been a little bit down, their offense has been bad and stuff like that, but
Fires
or
incomplete.
D'Antoni or something like that. There's like D'Antonio and D'Antoni. I always get them all mixed up. But there's the basketball coach. I think I said it right though.
Third down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 33.
Ooh.
And off up the
Gotta
middle,
get off
and
that
he's
block.
stopped.
I come winning this game, and I'm like, I'm seriously not even paying attention. I don't even know what down it is. Yeah, because like the other part of me too is like, well, pick a team that already has everything I want. It has a good tradition. It's got a great stadium. It's like a team like Tennessee, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now I'll never have to leave. I could just stay put right there. But like again, like would Tennessee and the SEC like seriously hire just some dude? You know, yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm probably just overthinking it, but I try to keep it realistic as much as I can.
And he's taken down at the 37.
Here's the first flag, and most penalties are pretty darn high.
Receiving team.
It's too bad they couldn't patch that with the mod here.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then
But yeah, I guess like what would make the stream most interesting for you guys? You know, I mean, do you want to see a team that's kind of always in the running for, you know, being a top 25 team, perhaps more? Or just watching a complete rebuild, so it's more from like the coach perspective, where I started a small school and maybe worked my way up.
Steps out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Left, the running back's got it. He's taken down around the 32-yard line.
I want to hit like a true deep shot and just kind of see how it plays out.
Their own 32-yard line.
Number 11's been hot. If we have time, he might get open on that safety here. I think they're in cover 2. Ah, jeez.
And a corner on the interception.
Not a good play. Yeah, glad I'm practicing a little bit before I just jump in. But yeah, I'm going to back out of this. So, guys, what else do you want to see, though? Again, this is just kind of just playing around, checking out the... and even if you're watching the streaming archive here, if there's stuff you want to see... Yeah, see, Ryan, that's kind of what I like, too, is, you know, a big conference, a traditional power who's down, and bringing them back to prominence. I like that as well a lot. But, yeah, and I guess we just suspend, I mean, I don't know, look at Ryan Day, right? He never coached before, and now he's with Ohio State. I mean, he literally, he's like the video game version, right? I know he was, you know, with the staff and stuff before, but, like, he's literally that guy who, like, I always play with Ohio State. You know, he's the real life version of that, right? Just kind of dropped in, like, I have a 6-star program. So it's not terribly unrealistic. And I guess it would just be like, you know, the other thing I like to look at too when I do those is like, okay, well, what program, you know, they didn't fire their coach maybe, but maybe they would have. So like, for instance, maybe Jim Harbaugh, you know, we know there's been a lot of people upset with him. People are upset at the extension he signed, even though it really just kind of gives Michigan some easier outs and a lot of incentives for him if they do well. But, you know, it could be something like that where like Michigan on the eve of the start of the season, or, I mean, heck, there's so many scandals now in sports, right? You know, college head coaches caught with mistress. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that we've seen, right? Was it like the Arkansas coach who had something like that? You know, and then they get fired for stuff like, so it's like, okay, you could step in and create your own fictional story of that, like, well, I was on the staff already and they just promoted me and here we go. UCLA, I know, like, they have a lot of the stuff I'm looking for, like great stadium. I know they have classic uniforms, but truthfully, I don't like their uniforms. Let's go look at them. Plus I would kind of want to pick one that already has like the updated uniforms and everything. With the exception being the Big Ten, because the Big Ten is supposed to get their update this month, like in January. So, I mean, it could be like any week, which would be awesome. And so the Big Ten would be pretty awesome. I mean, that's where I grew up. Those are the games I remember watching. Get some occasional snow games. Where am I going? UCLA. Like I have trouble getting into like the baby blue. I mean, they're sweet. Like they're super unique and cool. They're just, I don't know. And they're not updated yet, obviously. So like these are still old, but if we did Big Ten, I wish you could like sort by conference. I mean, who are some Big Ten teams? How do we? Oh, you know, it'd be the easiest way is just load up my franchise because I already have all the I already reorganized all the conferences and things like that. So we could just go look at Big Ten. We could even look at their coaches. Maybe there is a coach on the hot seat, right? That would kind of give us our answer. We can look at that, and then I'm probably going to just take requests at that point. So again, if you do have something, guys, let me know. So if we go to standings, look at this. So, I mean, the Heisman Watch, like, this will obviously have a lot of players you recognize. Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask, all quarterbacks, but just super, super cool. So let's go to, well, I think the best way is going to be going to the coach section. And if we go look at job security, and maybe we just like look through some of these bigger conferences, right? And maybe this can help other people too if they're trying to pick a team. So the ACC has updated uniforms. And so if we search by head coaches with the least amount, you can look at their record there. So like he's had 5 years at Pitt. He has a winning record though. So it's like, I don't know, how down on the guy can you get? This guy, yeah, there's a coach who came in with no experience. Went 6-7. He's got low job security. He's got a losing record. But again, Wake Forest, like Miami would fit. Like they have that big stadium and stuff like that. But like none of these teams really get me all excited. And like Safe for Now, I think kind of disqualifies them. But like if I had to pick one of these, maybe Miami. But I mean, the dude's only had 1 year. That's not really fair. So the Big Ten. Ooh, we definitely got some scrubby teams here. I mean, hot seat. He's straight up on the hot seat. So like Illinois, but like, I don't know, they're such ugly uniforms. I like Indiana's uniforms. That'd be kind of fun. Iowa's got a classic program. Boy, there's a lot of teams. Oh man, see, Penn State would be awesome. Penn State would be so cool. He's 56-23. Can we see, like, I don't know if it shows. It's going to probably show the wrong years. Yeah, see, it doesn't actually show until I go way back here, obviously. Like, they haven't, because I edited this, I'd have to go through and, like, add each school's record, and yeah, I'm not doing that. So, Penn State would be great, but I feel like I feel dirty taking Penn State. Kansas, yikes. It's got some terrible job security. I mean, Texas, I'm really surprised they fired Tom Herman so quickly, but I know they really like Steve Sarkisian, so Texas would be a fun school. I don't want to do the American Conference or Conference USA. There's only a few independents at this point. Because yeah, we talked earlier about like, oh, the rebuild, and college football is different, right? Like a rebuild is totally different than like the NFL. And like part of a challenge really is like taking a team like Notre Dame, who has 100, they have A prestige, 100 job security. But let's just say Brian Kelly decides to walk away. Like, hey, there's been a health emergency, or he just wants to spend time with his family. You can come up with any story you want. That's a challenge, right? I mean, you're stepping in to like, they expect you winning, 10, 11 games every year. That's tough. And then when it gets tough, it's like, well, what if you go 7-5? Can you hold that job? So again, it's kind of like Crusader Kings in a way. We're like, yeah, you can take one of these like really prestigious kings or something, but like if you're not doing your job, like you're gonna have people coming after you. You know, so again, like Michigan comes to mind. Like it would just be, to me, it'd be fun instead of like rebuilding where like, oh, I took, you know, I don't know, Colorado and suddenly they're the best team in the country. Like that's just unlikely and just kind of silly to me. As much as I love the weather in California and whatnot, I would be probably bored playing in the Pac-12. I mean, I love USC. I love their uniforms. But I don't know when they're getting an update. Let's see. Were there other Big 12 schools? I'm getting distracted here. See, the big, like, I love Texas, but like, I probably would be a little bit bored because, like, yeah, you get the Oklahoma game, and Lincoln Riley was another guy without any experience, right? Yeah, he was 36-6, but never coached before. So yeah, we could set up a thing like that where like you're, you know, been working on the staff, young up and comer. It's just a different way of doing it, right? As opposed to like always just taking the. See, Tennessee would fit that. Oh yeah, they're on the hot seat, and Tennessee's got an amazing fight song too. Speaking of fight songs, but to like bring Tennessee back to the top. But you look at, they got Mike Leach here at Mississippi State. I mean, really cool updates. Lane Kiffin. But like, you know, could we get LSU? Could we get Tennessee into the mix here? Tennessee would be a pretty cool one, guys. Who are the? Let's just look at overall the worst job security. So this would be kind of the storyline of like, all right, we fired him after not firing him all off season. But again, looking, I mean, Kansas is in the Big 12, but kind of boring. Kentucky. I mean, like, Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee would be pretty cool. And that's where the hot seat stops. So they hired Lovie Smith, obviously with no college experience, but obviously pro experience. Tom Allen, same thing. This guy would only be on the job for 2 years. Hey, crazier things have happened though. And again, maybe he just steps away, right? Boy, Tennessee would have everything I'm after though, like classic uniforms, big stadium, an awesome fight song, an awesome conference. Like I'm kind of narrowing it down to like Tennessee or kind of fudging a storyline in the Big Ten, because I would love to like try to, you know, knock down Ohio State or something like this. But like, who are the schools with 100,000 seats, right? There's only a few. It's Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan. I think Nebraska's around like 80 something, right? Wisconsin does too. So like, which one of these programs would be like, you know, believable? Well, he's 9-15 in 2 years, but he has amazing. I know he's an alum, but yikes. Can't fire an alumnus, I guess. I mean, Harbaugh would be a believable storyline. And obviously that would be in direct rivalry with Ohio State. Like that'd be the whole focus of the series, right? Is like, can we, you know, bring Michigan back to be the top dog over Ohio State? I mean, that's all Michigan has wanted for 2 decades now, probably, right? Check the chat, see what you guys are up to. Let's see. Oh, I missed a lot. Sorry, I had my phone turned off. I wasn't looking at it. Illinois just hired a new coach. Yeah, so this would be for the 20 season, right? So we're kind of replaying the previous season. Yeah, Penn State, Nebraska, definitely fit that mold, down on their luck and so on. Yep, Penn State for sure. Yeah, Penn State's known to have a scandal or two. That's not even like fun to joke about. That's truly awful. Did Mike succumb to the coordinator pressure we put on him? Not yet. I can't do it, man. I need control of that program. I'm a control freak or something. Yeah, Tennessee is definitely like Tennessee, Michigan. Georgia Southern hired. Really? They hired Deion Sanders? Are you kidding me? Oh, Jackson State, I guess. Okay. Jeez. Oh, yeah. Harbaugh going back to the NFL. Just, I guess, a year early. Because, again, this is the 2020 season. I don't know if Illinois does, just because I don't think they have, like, the stadium. Like, you know, I want a huge stadium. So I think we can actually see the stadium sizes in here. Like, toughest places to play or something. Where's that at? Yeah, I think this shows the average attendance. So, this is a big thing. I mean, you got to be at least. I mean, I would love 100, but there aren't many. So Ohio State's gonna be a no, obviously. Michigan is especially look at they're only a 5-star. So like getting them back up to a 90/6-star. And guys, think about you have to keep in mind, I'm not gonna be scouting. So like that could be really cool because we'd be going after 5-star players, but like damn, we wouldn't know what we have. Like Michigan would be cool. Alabama's a no. Texas, I love Texas. Like if Texas was in the SEC, that would be a blast. And I guess we could always move them there. But just living in Austin for a little while, I got a little love for the Longhorns. But the storyline would be cooler with Michigan. Texas the Big 12 is just kind of boring to me. You know, you get the Oklahoma game, but it's not even like a rival week game. It's like earlier in the season, and it's like a neutral site. Like, it's just a little goofy. Of course, Penn State would be cool because you'd be playing Michigan and Ohio State. I don't know a ton about John Franklin as the coach. I forget his whole hiring and I mean his reputation. Like I'm, you know, just casual. I honestly watch college football more from the NFL perspective of like scouting. You know, I don't really follow up on the coaches and what they're all doing and stuff. So now we're in the teams that have 90,000 or so. I mean, Georgia's ranked number 4. See, Penn State's number 7. Like, they're not going to lose their coach. Michigan's 16. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like 7 is a little too high. LSU's too damn good. Nebraska's unranked, and they got 90,000, so that would definitely make sense. And again, that whole middle, you know, hey, are they going to keep dropping? Or would Nebraska jump up? Tennessee is only a 4-star, and they're ranked 25th. That's, like, honestly, like, kind of perfect, right? Like, as far as, like, middle of the road. Like, they are ranked barely. They're a 4-star. They're an 88 overall. I thought they had more people than that in their stadium. Guys, I kind of like going this route, though. I'm really bored with the Pac-12. Even though I love Florida's colors, I kind of don't love their colors. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's a cool mix. I just don't. They're just. I don't know. They're not classic enough for me, I guess. Plus, they're probably a little too good. What were they ranked? Yeah, 8. Big 12. Or no, they're SEC now. If I'm going to do a Texas school, I got to do Texas. I don't want to be under 80,000. Auburn would be cool. You got the rivalry with Alabama, so it'd be kind of like a Michigan thing where it's like, could we ever overtake Alabama? Clemson, obviously too good. Notre Dame would be an interesting storyline. Wisconsin. yeah, it's something to think about, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. I tell you what, post your vote in the chat either now or after the stream's done here. Kind of looking for a storyline that would be one of these schools that are like historically dominant program potentially, or has won a national championship, but just kind of on the fritz a little bit, or they're just, again, Michigan. Like, Michigan's not really on the fritz. I mean, they had a horrible COVID season here, but that season hasn't happened, right, in this universe. So it'd be more along the lines of a school kind of looking to get over the hump, but might slip and fall hiring a schmuck like me, right? So, yeah, I guess that's the, so we got a vote for Tennessee. South Carolina, I don't really have any, like, really interest in. I mean, I guess I'll look around 75. So there's the Spartans. Seminoles would be cool. And they got some classic stadium and whatnot. My wife would get mad at me, though. I don't know if I can do the Seminole stuff. My wife's Native American. I mean, I support her in the getting rid of logos like that. So that one probably won't fly. She'll walk by and be like, "What the hell is that?" I'll be like, "That's a Seminole. Don't they all look like that?" All right, let's see. Joking, of course. So too small. I'm definitely not going below 70,000. Iowa, Michigan State is an option. Oh, guys, oh my God. I just hate Michigan State. I won't want to keep playing. So to me, it's like Wisconsin, and in no particular order, and some of these are like maybe they have a 1% chance. I would consider Wisconsin. I would consider Notre Dame. I would consider Auburn. No, I would consider a small consideration for USC, but I just don't like their conference. Tennessee would definitely consider. Nebraska consider. Penn State consider. Texas even consider. And Michigan. It's going to be one of those programs, I can just about guarantee you, unless there's one I'm just totally forgetting about. But oh, at home. I'm like, Michigan's won 14 in a row coming into 2020? There's no way. Yeah, at home, I guess. Yeah, Nebraska would make sense. I mean, it's also the Big Ten. Whew, boy, decisions. But I'm going to stop that there, guys. I'm going to start this, I think, Tuesday night. So we will know then. I will kind of dabble around. I got a hell of a busy week at work coming up. But I got a 3-day weekend next weekend with Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Super, super important holiday there. And have some time too. But again, I'm looking to set up the stream. And just kind of looking at the Twitter poll. It's going to be probably Tuesday, Thursday nights at like 7 p.m. Eastern time. 4 Pacific is when I'd be doing this. So I don't know if it'll be jumping into the first game, probably. But we'll see. And I know some people are looking for the NBA 2K series as well. I'll probably do that on Thursday this week, or at least one of the days. I don't know. I'm trying to balance kind of 3 different franchises with my Lions, which I'm contemplating starting over here and kind of going through the Lions off season. Because, boy, the Lions are in a tough spot in real life. But we got a new college series and, of course, NBA 2K, which just is such a beautiful game. I want to make sure we give that the attention it deserves too. So, but guys, thanks so much for checking this out. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel here. That'd be super awesome. And I'm on Twitter at MikeLow47. And as soon as I figure out how to turn the rest of this stuff off, we'll get going. So yeah, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking this out. And again, check out the College Revamped mod. This is all them. This is awesome. Like, I'm just using it. This is super cool. If you search them, again, they have a Reddit. I'm sorry, they probably do have a Reddit, but they have a Discord, I meant to say. They got their website with all the files you need. And guys, I promise, it's not that hard. Like, you don't need a computer science degree to get this up and running. You need a PS3, you need a flash drive, and you need about an hour's time or so. Maybe if you're slow at it, an hour and a half. And but just take your time. Once you do it, it's pretty straightforward and easy, and boy, is it beautiful. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you Tuesday.